Hello and welcome to another update video about Solana. So first we take a zoomed out view on the Solana chart, still in this sideways range, and the market is actually following nicely this triangle pattern here. And the idea is that we are in a wave 4. And I've been highlighting this for many months now, and this is still the view, so very consistent with previous updates. It's possible that this wave 4 is unfolding as a triangle. That is my assumption until we get a breakout of the range a bit earlier than expected. The breakout range, or the range, is defined between $119, that's the downside breakout point, and 190 upside breakout point. We're moving in this A, B, C, D, E pattern. We're currently in the D wave, not unexpected. Target was mentioned between $163 and $176. Yeah, and this is not so precise, this target, or not so, let's say, reliable, because we're moving in only corrective structures, but it's best we've got from an Elliott wave point of view in a sideways range, and I think it's working out pretty well. I mean, we talked about a reversal down here, happened, and we're now moving up towards this D wave, and then we just need to see if we react and start the E wave down before we break above 190. But the trend is up, and I gave you in the last video a support area where I said, okay, as long as we're holding that, we can focus on higher. The price is climbing higher, but left us with a very, very shallow pullback only. So the current idea is that we are stretching higher here, and we seem to be following this directly bullish wave count that I shared in the last video, not this larger ABC structure as it seems, even though it could still do that. So I'll just leave it like that here. This is possible. Bear in mind, quick explanation of this structure. If we say that in this triangle, we completed a C wave down here, that was around the 24th of June, then this is now obviously the D wave. The D wave is an ABC structure. So it's possible that this was the A wave in 3 waves. Maybe this was already the B wave, the low of the Sunday low. And we're now moving up in this C wave, and that could be it. I don't have a very good read of the microstructure. Not entirely sure if this is wave 1, or maybe this was already wave 1, 2 with a very shallow, we'll see how this develops, but the support region helps us to focus on higher. It's now defined, and I already shared that earlier today in our gold membership, because I know a lot of people asked for an update throughout the day, but I was so busy. But I always share the updates with gold members. If you are keen to get access to the live chart, you can get that. Just check out the membership. You'll find the links in the description. So I shared that support area. I've now slightly adjusted it for this video. It's between $140.44 and $147. Focus can be on higher. I mentioned in the previous video that, not in the previous video, in my I think update or Elliott wave signal I posted earlier today, that I'm not entirely sure if we get any pullback. I can only highlight support, right? It's these, when the trend is up, these are only support zones, okay? So as long as we're holding them, the focus can be on higher. It also indicates the risk. I mean, now the risk is at $140.44 with a possible target zone up here. So reward to risk ratio from here isn't great anymore, but we'll see. I mean, trend is up, okay? Focus is still on higher prices, but this is all corrective mess. And bear in mind, we are in a triangle. I mean, a lot of Elliott wave analysts would leave it as on that level. I try to give you a good understanding of the microstructure as well, but it all has to be with, let's say, an understanding for the structures, and they're all corrective and not really reliable, but still we can use the method, the principle, the Elliott wave principle, to come up with some levels for risk management, yeah? And for now, yeah, the idea that we bottomed here in a C wave, it's still being followed. So yeah, tomorrow we should get some clarity if this is still here a wave 1 or a B wave. But the white count itself can be followed as long as we're holding $140.44. What I'm not sure about is if this wave 1 already topped somewhere and this was just an extremely shallow wave 2. We're now in the 3rd wave, or this is still wave 1 and it would be very long and it would be time for a pullback now, but we'll see. Support is clear, upside targets are clear as well, and the upside breakout point as well. I hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. Also, make sure that you follow us on Instagram and Twitter for additional content. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye-bye.